How can you claim to love movies, yet you can only watch what came out this year? Welcome to my channel. My name is Joseph and I'm a film fanatic. Let's consider this movie, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that came out in 1974. A group of very white young adults encounter vehicle problems when traveling cross-country that essentially make them sitting dogs for this messed up family. Now, the premise isn't new to someone like me, a 90s kid that essentially started the cinema journey in the late 2000s. I've seen some version of that premise or its counterpart, so it's not really going to stick out to me. However, I acknowledge that it is what inspired a lot of the places that I have seen it before. People involved in some of the places that I have seen it before have pointed out how it was a reference or inspiration for them. Art begets life. Or is it the other way around? It is what you like that will interest, inspire, or evoke something from you. And with stories, it is the exact same thing because people are constantly being inspired by what they've seen or heard before. It is natural. A lot of tropes, story elements, literary devices, and narrative patterns that we have today is because someone in the past had a crazy idea, creativity. Other people saw the beauty in it and tried to emulate it in their own way. Innovation. I don't sound like a snob, but there is a lot to authentically enjoy and observe from stories of old. How the people of the time reasoned, what was new and what was normal, what are the main or core elements of the standards that we have today, how various interpretations are connected and their significance, and maybe your own fucking opinion. I'm saying all this for people that like to act like art expires. By the end of this video, I really hope I would have strengthened your love for old movies and given you strong recommendations by discussing my top 5 movies from the 70s that you should definitely watch today. Please take a minute and like this video, it means the world to me. If you are new here, welcome and subscribe. I release film related content every week. So without wasting your time anymore, let's dive into it. Number 5, Wicker Man. If you enjoyed Midsommar, Suspiria or Get Out, or essentially any cult-based horror movie, then come to the front. This one is for you. The Wicker Man is a 1975 horror thriller where Sergeant Oversabi reaches an island where they claim a girl is missing. The island people keep acting strange with paganistic sexual rituals while avoiding questions about the missing girl. But Officer Stronghead said, lie, I will get to the bottom of this. The sweet part about cult-based horror movies is that the monster is the people. Somewhere, somehow, these people have come together in the most chilling way to commit devilish atrocities for whatever reasons. This is the kind of movie that will have you screaming at your screen, but not for the reason you think. Or the movie will most likely leave you like this. The Wicker Man is an original movie that manages to capture this particular type of dread and delivers it in a very masterful way. I am certain the ending will leave its mark.
Hail the Queen of the Bay! Hail, Queen of the Bay!
Number 4, The Heartbreak Kid. This movie is proof that good and funny rom-coms have always existed and pushed boundaries in their own way. Movies similar to this, in which the creator has even highlighted this particular movie as an inspiration, include Just Go With It, She's So Out of My League, and even the 2007 remake. Funny enough, for its time, it was seen as a very raunchy movie because of some flimsy sex scenes. You see how these movies provide insights to the way these people think during the time. Basically, in 1972, a newlywed groom falls out of love with his wife on their honeymoon when he meets the perfect girl. So the asshole uses their honeymoon to chase this perfect girl romantically and avoid his wife, creating a lot of very funny and memorable moments. Kudos to Charles Grodin, I had to look up his name. He delivered a wonderful performance as a comedic actor. This movie addresses themes that questions the practicality and the institutions of marriage, and at the same time shows us how only our egos can cause immense pain to the ones that love us. And also shows us that women can easily be the problem in a marriage. It is a very memorable film that I can assure you you will not regret or forget seeing anytime soon.
How you feel about what I've said and to ask if I have your approval.
Not if they tied me to a horse and pulled me 40 miles by my tongue.
Number 3, Rocky. Now, if you've enjoyed Ip Man, Warrior... Oh my gosh, excuse me. Now, if you've enjoyed Ip Man, Warrior, and of course, Creed, you definitely need to take notes. Rocky is a 1976 story of how a random small-time boxer was given a sliver of hope to escape poverty and he said, I die here. This is the underdog story and will give you all the motivation you need to get your life together. Yes, the fight is important and was a spectacle, but the movie gives us such an engaging story outside the ring. There's a reason it won Best Picture and Best Director of its year. As the titular character, Rocky has a powerful appeal that makes you root for him all throughout the film, especially after seeing his life. This movie actually taught me a lot about sportsmanship. I am a very competitive person, and for most of my life, I have actually been afraid of that. But seeing these men devote so much to a sport that they are passionate about, even when it is literally killing them, it did something for me. This is the same way I could relate to Zendaya's character in Challengers. Realizing this film came out in the 70s made me want to cry for Rocky because of how badly this nigga needed a smartphone.
Rocky, do you believe that America is the land of opportunity?
Yeah.
Number 2, The Godfather. I really don't want to be that guy, but this list will not be complete if I don't mention it. In case you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard, but you have seen films like The Irishman, Pulp Fiction, or even Peaky Blinders, then you definitely need to see The Godfather. A 1972 film by Francis Ford Coppola, who is still making movies today, based off the masterpiece of the same name by Mario Puzo, a fellow Scorpio. The Godfather follows the events surrounding the head of the notorious Corleone mafia family, Vito Corleone, and his family as he passes down his mantle to one of his sons. This film is a testament to phenomenal storytelling. It will have you rooting for these very corrupt drugs, sex, and weapons trafficking illegal immigrants like they are saints. The Godfather series are the original 3-hour movies that you do not feel their runtime. Not only is the story magnificent, but it is also beautifully told. The Godfather is a timeless gem, and it is a must-watch for anyone that claims to be a film fanatic.
Michael, do you renounce Satan and all his works?
I do renounce him.
Number 1, The Exorcist. Of course, a horror movie was going to be number 1. Speaking of timeless gems, no other possession story ever made has ever come close to this one. Movies similar to this one include The Pope's Exorcist, The Conjuring, and The Exorcism of Emily Rose. This movie came out in 1973 and I saw it in the 2010s, and at that point it was so fucking terrifying and the body count wasn't even high. William Friedkin delivered a master horror movie telling a very scary story without people dropping like flies. That is just creative intelligence. It is loosely based on a true story, as if it wasn't scary enough, and a book of similar name by William Peter Blatty. It follows a young girl living with a single working-class mother that starts displaying very bizarre behavior. After extensive medical screening, it is concluded that her village people are working overtime and they should carry their matter to church. It is no news that many awards usually snub the horror genre, but even for its time, it secured Best Screenplay and Best Supporting Actress for Linda Blair at the Golden Globes, who was only 14 at the time. Not only is it spooky, but the themes tackled about fate, science versus the supernatural, and sacrifice, both from the priest and the mother, were far ahead of its time. Watch this film.
I'd like to help you. Where's Reagan?
In here with us.
So, there you have it. 5 movies from the 70s that you still need to watch. Because this is an era in movies that I actually really like and I'm a sweetheart, I'm going to give you a list of other recommendations that I feel you should check out and thank me later. Do not forget to leave a like if you found this video helpful or insightful. Subscribe if you are new because I post videos every week about movies, series, stories, or fiction in general. What did you think of the list? Have you seen any of the movies and which ones did you like? Aside from that, what movies from the 70s did you think I didn't mention but you would like me to see as well? Feel free to also suggest video ideas in the comment section. Comment! Share this video with your friends that love cinema content, and as usual, you will definitely see me soon.